Hi, I'm Michelle, and welcome to Lightwork Restoration, helping to restore light back to the planet. For those of you just joining the channel, I use automatic writing as a form of channeling to connect to my guides, and I share their wisdom with you here on this channel. As with anything, keep what resonates and release what doesn't. This week's reading is a little bit on the juicy side as we start to bring our awareness into where we place our focus. We touch on how the free energy around us becomes quantum entangled with where our focus and thoughts are, becoming extra support or helpers to create our reality and doubling down on what we are manifesting, even if we aren't aware of it. And then we take that concept and move it into the planetary ascension process, and the rising vibration of the planet and bringing the darkness to the surface to address and clear it. And at the end of the day, everyone has to make the individual decision on which vibrational reality they want to choose for their future. So let's get started with today's reading. Find the balance between being aware and not letting it get to you. The anticipation of how it's going to affect you or what is going to land when or how is what is creating the fear. Again, those are just projections and possibilities. There you're used to weighing possibilities so you can prepare for just in case. This is a much bigger scale and too many pieces are in flux. That anticipation is the problem. The uncertainty is what creates the issues and causes you to linger there in your thoughts, solidifying it as a future possibility. You must remember how manifesting works. It works by thinking about something and adding feelings to those thoughts. It's like daydreaming about if it were real and has already happened. Fear is an emotion. When you are concerned about these negative projections, you are envisioning them with the emotion of dread, which makes them feel real and helps to manifest it, even if that's not what you want to experience. You must take back your thoughts. You must remove their ability to create what you don't want by being stronger than where you put your focus and what you want to create instead. If this means cutting yourself off from the news or outside events, then do that. You can let a friend or family member know that you're going to focus on your mental wellness by taking a break from current events. This allows them to be that filter and know to only fill you in when it becomes concrete and no longer a projection. Sometimes this is the healthier option if you can't control what pulls at your attention. There are always ways to control your focus. It's okay if you need to take a break or need a little help. Everyone handles instability differently. Find your strengths, but also find your weaknesses. Work with where you are at in the moment, as that's the only place you can be. It's okay to ask for help or pull strength from others until you find your own again. Are you able to move away from the heavier negative draws of this life? Can you shift your focus and recognize when something feels heavy? Though heavier things exist on this plane, you don't need to be pulled towards them out of curiosity or fear. You can still choose a lighter, more joyful focus to take up your time. This planet likes to drag people into the dark side of things. You don't even realize you're doing it. Crime shows exist as a form of entertainment. You find yourself watching it and being drawn into the dark acts of society to unwind. This method of unwinding is creating a heavy vibration in you. You are exposing yourself to the subject on an almost daily basis. Though there is no harm in enjoying what you enjoy, there is a vibrational shift downwards that happens when you choose to focus on the heavier, darker side of things. It is the same with the news, politics, and reality television. Fascination with what is going wrong or the drama is pulling you into that vibration. Choosing to watch these things is you choosing that vibration for yourself and your body. Start to notice what is happening in your body when you watch these things. Are you tense? Is there a happiness or a fear response happening in your body? If your body is reacting to it, then it is being internalized. It is affecting your system and not in a positive way. This is why you must tune into your body and be aware of what you're choosing. What are you feeding your mind? What is taking up your time? Do you want to feel fear? Do you want to only see the worst in society? We aren't asking you to be oblivious to what's out there. You can still be aware of what exists without making an internal part of your daily life. What if you choose to focus on something that brings you joy? What if you felt happy and excited about life and the possibilities? What happens in your body when you focus on positive, good experiences and aspects of life? How does your body react? What you feed your mind is a choice. How you spend your downtime is a choice. Figure out what you're choosing and what that vibration it takes is. Are you choosing correctly for how you want to live? How would you want to live? What aspects of this current planet structure of society would you change? You get caught up in how they are now and those limitations and rules that you forgot that there are different ways that don't involve climbing the corporate ladder. There are also ways that don't involve others controlling your survival resources. There are those who have thought about it and have already gone off grid. There are different cultures that never joined the grid. You look down on them as less advanced, but is that true? Is their choice of community, sharing, and support wrong? It's a preference. It's a lifestyle fix. You only look down on it because society wants everyone to buy into what they are selling. When you're raised poor, you see certain things as luxury items or ways of living. You strive to have those things as a measure to prove that you can master society's values and fit into the game that they placed in front of you. But is it the best way? Is it the only way? Is there something better out there? Progress doesn't need to be trying to match the accumulation of material possessions to fit into a society that places objects above community, love, and freedom. Though some of the structure was created to be a hand up, it stopped being that way. Instead, it became a burden and extra stuff to carry and worry about. Think about when you were a kid. Were you carrying around bags of belongings everywhere you went? Or did you have empty pockets and found joy playing and using your imagination when with your friends? Children don't see these objects as necessity until their hands are forced. It then becomes used as a means of comparison to create competition and drive to have what others have. What if everyone went off grid again? What if you grew your own food and knew that you didn't have to worry about it poisoning you or becoming recalled? What if you removed the dollar and went back to trade and working together to support each other instead of being a hierarchy established by possessions? Let your mind go there. Are you breathing differently? How does it feel in your body? Experience life again, how it should have been, and how it can be again. Where is your comfort level? What basic survival items have you forgotten how to do because of societal comfort? There was once a time when people not only survived but thrived without technology, without the poison in their food for profit. How many generations back were growing their own food and sharing it with their community? There are always losses with gains, but that's just how growth happens. But you need to look at what it is you're giving up and see if its benefits are important for where you want to go next. There was a time on this planet with many cultures where they were attuned to the planet and the universe. They were able to connect and work in unity with the environment. They knew how to connect to their higher selves and trust in their intuition. Nature would provide because they knew how to listen and take care of the planet. It was all connected. This has since been lost. There was a shift of personal gain over connection, destroying things for profit over protecting and preserving. The ability to connect with nature and the universe became a liability for where society wanted to go. Those upholding those traditions became the enemy. It only takes a few to collapse the system once they're able to convince others and grow their cause. You can do the same from the other side. The issue is it becomes combative. It's opposing views and ways to live. You have free will on this planet, and the universe gets to see firsthand how that plays out. Who chooses which path? Who finds their way back to the basics in that connection? It's a tinderbox about to explode as some seek to destroy, as others know you need to love and save the planet. You must find where you stand. You must hone your skills and see your path clearly. No one can walk your path but you. Where are your morals lead you? What do you believe and support out of comfort? What are you willing to leave behind due to values and principles? Only you can decide your fate and what you want to see come next. Don't get lost in fear of the details. You're trying to rationalize and overthink something that is beyond human comprehension. Your upbringings only prepares you for certain scenarios. When you leave home, you are on your own figuring out the world, interactions with others, their cultures, their preferences, and what is needed to survive and thrive in this new part of your life. There is nothing that you can prepare your mind for unprecedented times. There are planetary shifts, energy shifts, political shifts, all intersecting during the same time frame. Your focus is going to jump from the different aspects trying to figure out how to prepare, react, or survive. Not everyone will make it to the next stage. This is a transition. Some have chosen to be removed prior to certain stages. Others agree to be part of what is happening to force change and fight in a more physical way. Others are here for the aftermath and the rebuilding. How you choose to process everything is on an individual level and has to do with what you agreed to for being on the planet at this time. There is a part of you that understands. It's the denser third dimensional aspect of you that goes into fear because you can only grab from your experience in this life to form your understanding. What you want to protect or keep is from this plane or society's values, which is not relevant in the overall picture of what is to come. Your mind cannot grasp incomplete pictures at this time. There are too many moving parts in different dimensions converging at the same time. Your body is reacting to the energy shifts. Your mind is reacting to the political and third dimensional shifts. And a part of you is preparing for the vibrational next steps. It's okay to feel exhausted or not sure what to do, but you need to address your focus. Where do you want to go next? Can you focus on the light that comes after the darkness? Can you trust in divine intervention when the planet's vibrations and electromagnetic field allow for other realms of existence to intercede on behalf of the galaxy to correct what is not working? Open your mind and have faith to see what you can trust and see the light. The light is all you have in times of darkness to help to show the way. If you keep focusing on the darkness only, it'll just get darker. If you focus on the light, your eyes will adjust, and you'll be able to see more and receive more of the information needed to make the light brighter. Your attention affects the energy around you. It assigns it to what you focus on. It's like a helper attaching to your current energy to give it more strength and validate it. When you want to focus on negative, it's right there with you, planting those seeds and helping them grow. It's like a puppy. It loves its owner and will follow it around, though it doesn't comprehend what's being done. It's a blind faith that you know what is best because you're the one in charge. So when you make a decision or send your energy to a certain thought form or scenario, you create that for all involved. You're doubling down, though you don't realize it, because you have assistants following your lead without question. You get to decide what you assign them to, but it will always be aligned to what you're doing and what you're thinking because you're the boss. Your thoughts and your mind create your reality. It creates the vibration that you are in and the results you see. Everyone on this planet is doing the same as you are. By being on this planet, you're still interacting with their creations as your lives intersect. But you must remember that you are still in charge of yours. When your creations become consistent on a higher vibration, their lower vibration creations will start to disappear. This is because you have shifted timelines to one that is more aligned with your creations. These shifts are subtle. You often won't even notice the shifts as they are gradual, as to not disrupt the flow of things. Sometimes there will be big jumps, but they're all manageable and able to be sustained. Where do you want to go? What do you want to see come next? Are you validating their creations or building your own to override theirs? This is your choice and one you need to make throughout the day, weeks, months, etc. What are you creating and how does it affect the whole? Are you happy with the results? You can focus on what's to come or what's going to be lost. The darkness needs to come into the light to be addressed. On a large scale, that is going to look much different than individual shadow work. It can feel like you are surrounded by the darkness. You must remember that darkness was always there. It was just your awareness of it that was lacking. That doesn't make it any more or less. It's just your awareness of it that was adjusted to see correctly what others were hiding. You must remember, if they were hiding it, then they on some level know that it's wrong. They know that there are consequences. They know it is not widely accepted. They only believe that this planet is moving into an era where it will be accepted, which is why they are no longer hiding it. But they don't realize that it's not accepted. It's just no longer going to be tolerated. And this planet is ready to see the truth of who is bringing what energy density to the game and is ready to address and remove that which is not in alignment for where the transition of the planet is going. Much like any transition, you must bring what is not working to the surface so that it can be addressed. Its negative effects must be removed. Its energy must be reallocated to what you want to see instead. It must be removed so that the light can finally shine fully. There is a lot that goes into this process on a larger scale, but your planet is ready. Don't focus on the fear or the damage that's created when they try to latch on to what was left. Focus on those rising to address it. Notice the unification happening as the light shines brighter, as more join in to eradicate the unwanted darkness. There is always light. You just need to put your focus there. Never assume the darkness is going to win. That's their way of allocating your energy to their cause. It's their way of making you small because they are afraid of your light and how bright it gets when you believe in yourself and let it shine. This is your time. Release the dark and let in the light. How the light comes through and is received is not your responsibility. How others react to your light is on them, not you. You're to continue to shine and be a beacon, a ray of hope to those who need it. Those who are opposed or have their own agenda are not your concern. There will always be those who are too far in the dark to understand or are unwilling to release the dark when they see the light. That is their journey and what they need to work through. You can shine your light and open the door, but if they aren't ready, they won't walk through it. They must be ready and come to it on their own terms. So you must continue along your way and look for those that are ready, those who seek the light. You can't save everyone or convince others of something that they aren't ready to comprehend. This does not mean that you drop down to their level or give up your light to make them more comfortable. You must learn not to let others' darkness affect how bright you shine. They are on their own path, you are on yours. Don't let their beliefs dim yours or control your path or meet your goals. That's how they snuff out your light. If it's too bright for them, then let them change on their end to come up to your level, not vice versa. You have spent too much of your life shrinking to fit into what others wanted you to be. It's time to look inward and find your strength. It's time to join the others who are raising the frequency of the planet and shine your light towards the evolution of the planet instead of worrying about the individuals. Everyone will get to the point where they need to make a choice as the planet's vibration rises. They can stay in the dark and deal with those consequences, or they can open their hearts and start to come into the light. Their time for change will come, and it will not be in your hands. You can assist others where appropriate, but it's an individual journey. Not everyone will make the same choice as you. However, everyone will arrive where they need to go. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.